Well, tonight our topic is crime and punishment. We have Ansley Bennett with us tonight, and let's go right back to the phone calls if we can, or phone lines. Melody from Coleman, you've been holding so patiently for us. Melody, if you will, go right ahead with your question.
Yes, ma'am. I'm calling on behalf of me and my husband. Back in 2020, my husband was arrested and charged with a felony possession. He is not guilty. He got a lawyer, and he's telling his lawyer that I'm not guilty of this, and he has not been indicted by any type of grand jury or anything. It's been going on for almost 3 years now, and still he has not been indicted. But every time he goes to court, his attorney tells him that he might as well just take the plea that the district attorney has offered him. And he's telling his attorney, I'm not guilty of this. You know, I'm not going to take a suspended prison sentence. I'm not guilty. He has not one time, his lawyer's not one time set up a visit, like for him and his lawyer to discuss the case. The only time he has seen his lawyer is in court. And we don't have the money to hire a private attorney, you know, for this type of case, because that's super expensive. So is there a way that he would be able to get a court-appointed attorney, you know, like without another court-appointed attorney, if he doesn't think that the one that is representing him, you know, defending him the way he should be?
That's a great question.
That is a great question, and it's your husband's absolute right to make that decision whether or not he wants to try a case or take a plea deal. If this appointed attorney is, their communication's not great, they don't have a great relationship, he can always talk to the judge, let him know what's going on, try to get appointed another attorney, just request a different one. I can't promise that the judge will do it. It really depends on the judge, but if there's been a breakdown in their communication, then I would certainly at least try to request a different appointed attorney.
Okay. Melody, I'm sorry.
At what point, and I guess it's probably different case by case, but for someone like this, all right, she says her husband's not guilty. The lawyer says you may want to take the deal. At what point does the lawyer representing the person who's been charged get to see the cards that the DA has?
Well, it sounds like this particular case, since he hasn't been indicted by a grand jury, it sounds like it's still in district court,
right,
which is where most cases start, and then you can waive them to the grand jury, mm-hmm, and then if they're indicted, it'll come out in circuit court. Mm-hmm. So district court, it honestly depends on the jurisdiction. So in Jefferson County, I can get police reports and see, a decent amount of stuff in district court. Right. There are some smaller jurisdictions that I practice in where they will not give you discovery until it gets to circuit court, mm-hmm, which I don't necessarily think is the right thing to do, but that being said, that's how it works. So sometimes you won't get to see videos or other evidence until a case comes out of grand jury. And certainly an attorney shouldn't be telling you to take a plea deal if they haven't seen all of that. So I would want to know from my attorney, have you looked at the videos, the police reports, et cetera, to make sure that the attorney knows that this is actually a good plea deal, you should take it rather than trying the case.
I mean, they got something.
Right.
They got something.
Well, you would
know what it is.
You would hope so.
You would hope so.
Yes, yes.